Is my microphone working? Yes, it is. That's a good thing. How is everybody doing? Welcome to the only stream this week. Sole reason why I didn't put out a schedule. I was thinking of streaming on Thursday, but I have a company trip. Well, it's a company outing. We're going with the whole company somewhere, or at least everybody who wanted to go. Because yes, some people have scheduling issues. Luckily, I did not. We are leaving for a company retreat somewhere. We're leaving on Friday, somewhere around the afternoon. That means on Thursday I have to pack, get ready, make sure I have everything. It's just for 2 nights, so I don't have to pack that heavy. But still, I need to make sure I have everything. I ordered clothes for it. I do have a swimsuit somewhere, a swim trunk somewhere. I doubt I still fit it. I rarely swim anymore. I used to be a swimmer. Not professionally, but yeah, competitively. I don't have that body anymore, as you can see. So yeah, I don't go into the water as much. Maybe I should. Maybe I just should go swimming and find if my local swimming pool has some option just to swim lanes and get physical fit that way. Because I used to be able to swim. I think I can technically pull off all the different strokes. So breaststroke, back stroke, and I don't know the English words. Well, you have the butterfly, and then the one that's the breaststroke. Well, the other was freestyle. I don't know the English words for them, but yeah, I used to know them all, and even the very technical ones, like scissor swimming, when you scissor with your legs side and your sideways, and you swim like that. I learned those when I was a kid. Basically, I joined in on competitive swimming because it looked like I was failing swimming lessons at school. And apparently I was just bored or something like that, because I was pretty good. So not from the current Olympians, but from the Olympians from, let's say, 10 to 20 years ago, the Dutch Olympians, I have swim. What's the past tense of swimming? You swam, yeah. I swam against them. Oh, I have swum. I don't know. My English not so good today. But yeah, I competed against a couple of them, and sometimes I have won. Mostly on strokes that weren't their best. So to be fair on that, if they were very good in freestyle, I never beat them in freestyle. I've done it on the other strokes, but not on the freestyle. So yeah, and only once or twice, so not a whole season on or something. But yeah, I have somewhere a box full of all the medals that I won as a kid, because I swam, I think, from my 6th or 7th year till 10, 11. Then I quit. So that's Olympians from 30 years ago. I'm counting. Then I switched to judo for reasons that I won't bother you with. Then I did a whole lot of nothing. Because, yeah, high school. Girls, not sports. And trying to learn, but failing. But yeah, when my son started doing baseball, eventually I got into it as well, and now I play slow pitch softball, not baseball. I cannot keep up. I cannot hit the 90-mile-per-hour ball. Come on. Maybe I can hit it luckily. With a lot of luck, I might hit it, but I won't hit it out of the park or anything like that. Maybe with little luck, but I can not even hit a slow pitch softball out of the park, let alone something else. Okay. Let's go to the point. As you can see, I am not drinking my original coffee yet. I have them here. I still have them, but yeah, I forgot to take some medication, so I rather not do that with coffee. So I made carbonated lemonade to make the medication a little bit more sweet. But after that glass is empty, not this whole bottle. If that glass is empty, I will switch to caffeine because yeah, it's coffee and crowdfunding, not carbonated water or carbonated lemonade and crowdfunding. For the people who don't know, who watch this for the first time, welcome. Thank you for being here. If you're watching on Twitch, consider a follow. If you're watching on YouTube, consider subscribe and a like. If you have something constructive to say about my stream, please do so. If you insult me or something like that and it's not useful commentary, I might remove it. Just be nice. You can be fair. That's perfectly fine. You don't have to bash me, but sure, if you don't like it, you don't like it. It can happen. So I have some rules, and if you're watching on YouTube, you can already see the rules. If I'm on Twitch, you can't because Twitch doesn't have separate URLs for during the stream. You can only stream at one thing. Technically, I could stream 3 different streams at once on YouTube. I'm not gonna try, but technically I should be able to. So yeah, I'm streaming right now, and the rules are keep it simple. No, I don't know the correct order. There's no certain order, but no dice or table stuff, no STL 3D printing stuff, nothing from RPGs, basically no conventions and everything like that, because I'm not going to them. RPGs, I don't do RPGs on stream, so it doesn't make sense to focus on them here. Dice, there were a lot of them. STL files, basically you see the picture, that's what you're getting. So what can I can give my opinion on it, and sometimes there's a lot, and you see painted versions and everything. Yeah, it's but yeah, there isn't not much like game mechanics or something like that. If it's in a different language other than Dutch or English, because those are the 2 languages I'm pretty sure I can do. Yeah, if it's German, French, anything Asian, Spanish, I have seen, Portuguese, French, I just won't do it. I can read it, but I don't know if my pronunciation is correct, and I don't want to butcher somebody's language. I might be able to decipher what they are talking about, but no, it's not like well, a couple of streams back, I think it's now 2 months back, that some Danish guy or Danish person, I don't know if it was a guy, Danish person came in chat and started talking Danish, and I talked back in English like I completely understood what they were saying. I was correct because Danish language is not that hard to decipher if you know English and Dutch, because some words look very similar. Oh yeah, and then the big one, which the button doesn't work on this screen, but it will work on when we are on the other screen. If I see you use generative AI, not basic AI, generative AI I'm talking about. Because yeah, I can see you using a spell checker. That's basically also AI currently. stuff like that. But if you're generating stuff with AI, you get a big no-no, because generative AI means I am not a supporter of generative AI. If you don't like it, I am not going to have a discussion with you about it. Just, you can give me a thumbs down if possible if you're watching that on YouTube, but I'm not starting a discussion. If you are trying to start a discussion, I will remove your comment. I think I shouldn't do it, but you think it doesn't matter in that case. Okay. So, you know, that's the big AI no-no. So now you know. Oh, I forgot. I opened this in 10-ish tabs. Not all. No, that's not what I want to say. Because opening one and coming back screws the navigation, and it's easier just to open them in different tabs. About 10-ish of them, and then I will go through them, and then I will continue to the next one. And I'm already getting a dry throat. By the way, it is freakishly warm over here right now. Inside the house, I think it's inside the house is, well, it's almost the same as outside. And for the American people, I will check how much that is. So 2020 C and F. So well, you might not consider it warm, but it's a little above 70, which for me is already a lot. I'm like a 60 kind of person. So yeah, shall we just start? So STL files, like I said, I will skip them. Dice, even though they look weird, nope, we're not doing that. This is miniatures, STL files, skipping that. A fishing game, if it's Go Fish, then no. Advent calendars, 17 to 19 with polyhedral dice, so dice, skipping that. Last Bastion, 3D printable. That's something different than the board game that I know. And more STL files, more STL files. And Mistress Guide to Secrets of Dragons. It's a zine, so an RPG, so I'm skipping that. 7 kingdoms, basically 7 castles. I wouldn't call them kingdoms because it's just one building. Chasms, a 2 to 6 player strategy game. Okay. Just to be sure. Because I had some chat issues the previous time, but people had chat issues, so I'm gonna check if that's not broken again. There's my Twitch, there's my Twitch, open Twitch. I am live, yeah, I know. That's Vansnede. Vansnede is live as well. She's missing my stream now. She's very sad about it. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna type. Yeah, I know. I'm just writing test so I can see that it's working. Yeah, it's working. Okay, and close this thing off. Yay, it's working. You never know because chat can be very quiet with lurkers. In the past few times I had issues with chat. Siribot was not working anymore, and then yeah, it set it to only followers mode or only sub mode, and I'm like, what? Yeah, and then people couldn't chat. Okay, chasms I opened. Wizard in Training, a magical flip and write adventure. Okay, 3D printable desert trench looks cool, but yeah, we're skipping those. Printing, 3D printing, 3D printing, 3D printing. 3D printing. Unique produced many exquisite. Unique, complete unique editions of what? I'm guessing basic card game, playing cards, yeah. So playing cards now appear when I'm having it set for board tabletop games. So RPGs are still considered tabletop games. Let me see. Oh, that's STL. RPGs are still called RPGs, right? Conquerors and Conquest. Well, that already starts to look a little bit AI-ish, but we'll open it. We know for sure when we watch it. Organizer. Let's play on the word organizer. See, 3D printing. So, and this one does not say 3D print, this is tabletop simulation, chess set, okay. What's up games? Oh wait, barber scratchbook. So basically you scratch somebody's hair away. Well, that's one way to cut somebody's hair. Hi James, how are you today? The Theater of Life Oracle deck. An hand-drawn oracle deck of vibrant symbols that explore the delicate thread of self, memory, and inner mechanics. Is that an RPG thingy? A tarot thingy? I don't know. You know, a friend of the channel is never late, nor is he early. And you haven't missed any yet, but I feel that some are coming. So this is toys. Why is this? I did filter it on tabletop, right? Yeah, tabletop games. So why am I watching these toys? Now I have to find where I was. Oh, here. I'm getting toys. Tabletop games doesn't mean toys, right? I don't know what the filter of Kickstarter is doing. I'm saying tabletop games. I'm not saying toys. More 3D miniatures. Scroll out. A solo print and play dungeon crawler game. Sure. Elements and master of 5 magics. Is this a game? Is it just STL? It looks STL-ish. Reef Raiders, Sea Folk versus Orc. Looks like a 3D printable. Is it a game or is it just extension to a game? You never know with those 3D printing. Sometimes it's like you can completely 3D print this game. And Softball Showdown. Well, as a softball player myself, I will check that out. Turbulent Topography Run. Okay. And STL files for more monsters. Okay. But James, I just started. This is the first one. It's the fishing game. Fish America. Let's make America fish again. Story. Tackleboxgames.com. It's a fishing game. We get some dice and cards to lure the fish. Without a side menu, this is really hard to navigate. Well, this is just explanation of text. You like fishing and games, but you hated that pun. Yeah, I know. I get that, but by the way, that was from me, not from the game. But it's a terrible page. First create, zero backed. How does it play? This is not readable. So yeah, how they got over $1,200 with 20 backers. So that's 60 a pop or a piece. 8 on that, 6 on that. Only certain countries, mostly US only, I guess. Get 5 of them, get 10 of them, get 20 of them. 2 people back $300. So over almost $300 to get 20 copies of Fish America. Yeah, I don't know how to play this game. I'm not watching the video. That's something I don't do. It's not a rule. It's just It might be something that I cannot show or let know on the stream or let hear. I mean, so yeah, to prevent that, yeah, that's not coming through. Okay, Chasms, strategy card game. Assemble your team, defend Kaznia, hunt the hordes. A world in balance. Its hordes released, you have been blessed to hunt them down. So, hunt them down. Okay, they are funded. Instagram website, promo code instructions. How to play. Choose hunter factions. So everybody gets their own deck. Set aside the hunter leader card and shuffle the 2 decks. So you need 2 factions, combine them. Well, that has been done before. Combination. I believe Smash Up you can mix and match decks, right? Shuffle the monster cards and flip open 1 monster card. Assign 5 heart tokens to each player. Assign 50 points to the monster according to its health. Okay, draw 5 cards and start the game. Play up to 2 attack or skill cards. Instant cards. Roll the dice for the monster retaliation. You may choose and activate 1 hunter ability once anytime during your turn. Okay. By the way, James, I was drinking carbonated lemonade because I had to take some medication in and want to sweeten it up so it was easy to swallow. And if we beat the monster, we win. I think that's the case, right? Limited edition black box unlocked. Detachable box inserts. Oh, that's nice. And the rest, well, they're still locked, but they're getting there. And then Kickstarter exclusives, hard token upgrades. Ooh, nice. Yeah, basically it's carbonated water where I add some lemonade syrup in it, mix it, and then you have carbonated lemonade. I love it. Maybe it's a Dutch thing. Why are you putting out AIs? This one is not using AI. And my carbonated lemonade is definitely not AI. Well, they don't say anything about AI. Interface hard upgrade tokens. But my lemonade is not AI. Okay, that's a nice dice tower, right? I roll it here, it rolls there, and then it rolls all the way back down here. It comes here. Yeah, that's a nice looking dice tower. Next, wizards in training. Grammar corrections, perfectly fine. Content paraphrasing. And ID generation. And that's where you lost me. Too bad. So these are just playing decks, right? So we have Marianne Larson playing cards. Apparently, oh, that's her. Got the Blue Lagoon. Blue Lagoon, and it shows a peacock. I've watched the movie The Blue Lagoon. I don't believe it has a peacock on it. Might be a different reference. The Green Galleon sounds like a ship. Well, if they are hand-drawn, they did do a nice job. The aces, the jokers. Oh, green guy. Oh, that's nice. Thank you for that follow, Freddy BHF and Talasik. Yeah, these are nice cards. Really nice looking cards, but yeah, technically I shouldn't look at them. So, Conquerors and Conquest. You know, this had an AI feel to it because this color palette is used a lot by AI. This orange teal combination. Hi, Freddy. Good to have you on the channel. Wait, we have a Wim the Webmaster. Hello, Wim. Good to see you again. So, okay, it's pixelated art. Still, it's art. A great intro to dungeon crawlers. Okay, well, how's the gameplay like? Choose your magic wisely, select your hero, draft magic spells to aid you through the game. Upgrade your spells throughout the gameplay, evolving from beginner mages to expert sorcerers. So it feels like it's a little bit of deck building. Okay, let's open our first coffee. I already had my medication, so now we can do coffee. So, Wim, you're Dutch. You know about carbonated lemonade, right? Like having lemonade and put it in carbonated water. Just lemonade syrup with carbonated water and mix it. I'm doing that. Or is it just a me thing? Yeah, it works. James was like, AI, 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 AI. Really? Here's the proof. He said it. AI, AI, AI. Okay, I've never done it to apple juice. I've never done that to apple juice. So fake. Are you kidding me, James? Because you know all the sodas you have over there? Let's not get started about fake drinks, right? They sell carbonated apple juice in Germany? Oh, I need to get that when I'm at the Spiel. I always have fun. USA has stupid sodas. Well, that's true. But basically, you could consider them carbonated lemonades. Oh, no, not, well, they're not lemons. But carbonated orange-nade and coke-nade. Okay. Unlock the secrets of Amphasia. Set the modular board in any configuration to create the play space. Traverse in 8 different terrain types that may help or hinder you in your quests and battles. Okay. Race to conquer land before your opponents. Pledge level $30. Yeah, I'm not that keen on pixelated art. It's not the worst, but it's been done a little bit too much now. Still beats AI art, or yeah. Apfelschorle. I've heard of Apfelschorle. I've never had it before. I did not know that was carbonated apple juice. And I can make it myself, I know. But apple juice gives me the runs, so maybe not that smart. Okay. I thought this was pixelated like that. That's a lot less pixels. Okay. EU. Whoa, 18 to 35. Taxes and fees are not included. That's gonna be a lot for a $30 game. That's a lot. Yeah, that's a little bit too much for me. The Theater of Life Oracle deck. Does it include gameplay or is it just a tarot kind of deck? Attraction. It's a tarot deck. And I know you can play a game with tarot. I never knew what game, but yeah. It's not what I was looking for. Crawl Out. A solo print and play dungeon crawler game. Again with pixelated art, apparently. You ordered a few indie trick takers, but direct from the publisher. Never went to Kickstarter. No loose ends. This one, yeah. Components to print, and I'm guessing these are our standees or something. Tokens, roller, skull marker, opaque, 6-sided dice. Maybe not. Okay, resolve your party members one at a time in order to defeat the dungeon token. You may combine actions from multi-party members to defeat a single token, but each member may only target one token. Defeat the token, match either its left side or right side defenses. I'm guessing depending on which side I'm standing on. Red half blue circles count as either attack or magic. And then defeat the tokens. Wow. Sure it is not Pokemon. Anybody else we recognize? Hey, we have Princess Peach, but no Mario. I'm pretty sure I saw these two in Metroid. And I'm guessing this is a mimic. How much is one? $3. Well, that's not hard. But you get a drive-through RPG redeemable code, so why not do that directly? You funded already. Well, that's a good thing for you. I'm not 100% convinced on the artwork. So, is this 3D printing or... Because I see a lot of miniatures, but I don't read anything about gameplay. Nice paint job. It's just 3D things. Again, a lot of models pre-supported. It has STL files, but does it also have gameplay? Oh, wait, first. Tracks, proofreading, generation of background and sound. Bye! Never mind that one. Okay. Softball Showdown. Funded in 48 hours. They're doing well. But I am worried about this one. These images look very... Sorry kids, but nope. Cannot support it. Had a theme that was so up my alley. And then you used AI. Too bad. Okay, one coffee down. Take advantage of randomly rising and falling terrain to race across the board and reach the opposite side first. Multiplayer setup, sure. Take turns, placing their cube, marked on different circles. A circle can have more than one cube. Then when everybody's ready, roll a 0, 1 or 2 die, so D3 to determine if the level of each selected circle changes. Okay, so you put those discs out there to raise the level, I guess. That's why it's white or black, so you can raise the level. And then you move up. When those completed, all players can move to an adjacent circle of the same level as the one the player is leaving. More than one token can occupy the same circle. So basically, if you're here, you need to go there, and then something needs to happen with the terrain so you get to the right spot. Come on! How are you doing? Shouldn't you be over at Bonds? That's just playing Doomlings. What's good on crowdfunding? Currently not that much, but we just went through our first 10 games, so. And you have no money to spend on it? Well, that's even better. Uno means Dungeons and Dragons. I hope that's better than Uno means Domino, because I totally did not look like that. By the way, tarot cards, yeah, I'm skipping those. Even though these are nice pride cards, if I'm looking at that. At least I feel with all the rainbow effect, I'm almost automatically assuming pride cards, but okay, I'll have a look at them. I'll have a look at them. Media STL files, rolling sheep, already have the feeling that AI is used in there, but we'll open it anyway. You spent your extra money on summer clothes. Wise. I bought a new swim shorts, because apparently I have a company retreat this weekend. It's also the reason why I'm not streaming on Thursday, because I have to pack on Thursday. But yeah, with the company retreat, they said you could get wet, so have swim trunks or swimsuits if you're a lady. So yeah, I had to buy one. I bought 2 pairs. Basically the same thing, only one is a size larger, so hopefully one of the 2 will fit. Captivate, a fast and fun card game. Not suitable for work and suitable for work modules. Realm of the Worlds, an RPG adventure. Okay. There's a splash zone. There might be a splash zone. There might. I don't know. It's an adventure theme park, so we do a lot of climbing, shooting with a bow, and there might be a swimming pool nearby. I don't know. So yeah, we'll see. UFO spinning top dice. Oh yeah, I don't like those spinning dice. Proper poker products. Well, I currently have something that looks like it, not like that. What the heck is that supposed to be? More 3D printing. Baby owlbear soaps. Nope. The Keymaster, a dungeon escape game. Well, maybe. We have a dice tower, so that's 3D printing. Steam Dreams. There's RPG, Mini Monsters 3D printing for RPG, the Orc Forge RPG rooms. Well, to be fair, we have a marine world kind of thing nearby. It's called Dolphinarium. As you already mentioned, it has dolphins. I haven't been there since my son was like, what, 9, 10, something like that. And yeah, they always have a splash zone there. Scrap hunting, STL files. Simultaneously turned board game or front. Okay. And this is completely in French, and it looks like they're playing Jeu de Boule or Patang. But it also has English text. Play anywhere, anytime. New French skill game. Okay, it also has English, so let's see if it's something. Taifa and Crusader Kingdoms Deluxe. A game for 0 to 6 players. How much fun is a game that's for 0 players? Why would you even do that? AI versus AI? Why? One bot versus another bot. What's the fun of that? I don't get that. You've been to the Dolphinarium when you was a little Wimmichen. If the box looks nice, then I'm not buying a game because of how the box looks. It helps, but not just for looking at the box. Roll the goat dice. Yeah, that's not what we're looking at. Heroes, tiny terrors. That's just tuck boxes. From spare room to storefront, help build our shop. Nah. Training card game, S-card. Not S-card, but S-card. But the hyena, it's Dungeons and Dragons, a customizable strategy card game. Discover the way. Okay, we'll keep it at that because I see another baseball game coming. USA Educational Baseball. Oh, that sounds so wrong, but we'll... Last time we went to Canada's Wonderland, which is our big town, it was so hot that we kept going into the 3D theater because they had AC. And then we went on the tubing ride for water cool off. Yeah. Well, Canvas has a nice box, but it also has a proper game, Wim. It's not a 0 player game. S-card go, S-tier is best. No. Okay, Uno meets Dungeons & Dragons. So, like most hobby board gamers, I'm not a big fan of Uno. Not gonna lie. And they use AI. Image enhancement was used on one of the sketches of my art. I drew the main concept of it as a beam. Lost mid Uno, yeah, I know, but yeah, I have to give a chance. So these are tarot cards that look very colorful. Now I don't do tarot cards, but if you're looking for very colorful tarot cards, these are the ones, the most colorful that I have ever seen. So, well, Wim, but some other people might be playing it, and then no. And this is from Dice Pen, right? Yeah, I figured. Dice Pen means automatically bing, because we never know if they use AI, but they say they could. It has a solo mode, by the way, Wim, so you could be playing it. But if you don't own it, is it then still a 0 player game? Because I'm currently not playing Canvas, but is it now 0 player? No, because nothing is being moved. In a 0 player game, you still move the pieces. Because the automa cannot do that. And what's the fun of moving pieces if you're not moving them for yourself? What's in the box? What's in the box? How to play. Thank you. Watch this video. No. How to win. In Captivate, you and your opponents are competing to capture cards on the playing field with the highest point value. When there are no more cards to draw from the deck, the last round triggers and all players have one last turn to play cards before the game ends. The winner is the player with the highest total number of points. Capture cards and remaining cards. Okay. No, because then somebody's else playing if I don't own it. Yeah, that's true. But you do own it. Yeah, I own it. I have the special box. I have the 3 other boxes still here. All other expansion boxes that fit back in the game I have trashed, but those 3 from Canvas I still have. So there is a little bit of point to that. But there are no game elements in the box anymore because I got the deluxe box, which cannot be hung on the wall. You were looking through the Steam Next Fest demos this morning, and they disclosed the use of AI for 2D icon images in their inventory in the game. I was like, wow, you went through all the trouble of making all in 3D and you can't take a picture of it? Why? Yeah. I sometimes it's weird. It's in your calyx. Well, you only have 2 of them. I have all 3 of them. And if people want to follow me, you can follow that link. Okay, how to play, how to win, card detail, point value, element type, card name, artwork, and power dots. So there are 4 elements: type, play, zone, play field, player 1, 2, 3, 4, 4x4 grid. Okay, flipping cards. To capture a card on the play, you first need to flip that card face down. To flip over a card, play a card from your hand face up and adjacent to the face of card you want to capture. There are 3 different ways to flip cards. 1. If a player card has a higher point value, then just flip it over. If a played card has a greater number of power dots on the side, flip it over. If player card has equal number of power dots on the side of the card and it is of the same element, then flip it over. Okay. Not blown away by it, but yeah. I'm not captivated. You cannot even find a website for Frostlore games. Well, I don't want to do that. I am doing coffee and crowdfunding. I should be doing this. And to be fair, I never heard of Frostlore. Did they do Frostpunk? Almost funded, Keymaster Dungeon Escape Room, but you never know. Real art, not AI. See? You can also mention that. How to play, inspect the rulebook now. Yeah, it's such a good time playing it. I bet, but collect your resources, craft tools, collect up to 9 unique resources, and then get some points. From the frozen north of Canada. Well, I don't know, is it still frozen over there? It's their first game. Yeah, then it's a little bit harder to find. Minotaur released. Easy to learn, hard to master. I thought this was an escape room type game, but apparently it's not. Keymaster, Dungeon Escape Room, 2 to 5 players, age 14 and up. Okay. It's a lot of red, that's true, but yeah. No? No? Why no? It's not frozen. Ah. I'm like, oh. Yeah. Even in Canada, you have global warming, right? That's the whole reason it's global. Next one, Orefront. A turn-based board game where players all take turns simultaneously. Okay, first I'm going to check if they use AI, then I'm going to back to that statement. A turn-based board game where players take all turns simultaneously. I don't know how that fits. Cozy Cat Cafe is somewhere near the top, so I haven't been there yet, Kimmy. And most cat games look cute, so. And I saw it pop by when I was scrolling. But please explain me how turn-based and simultaneously work. Unless you're working in teams, then you have team turn-based, but the teams themselves take simultaneously turns, because this is an oxymoron. And no, I'm not calling them morons. The statement is an oxymoron. Okay, how to play Orfront. Orfront map cards. Choose different maps to change out the battlefield. Start on a safer map for beginners or jump into a mixed up grid. Next your choice. Okay. Difficulty or deposit. With a modular board, learn to play. Okay, example start. And when it says, first floor game might be a one-man show. Yeah. What game James did I do? Game Fund yet? Nope. I kept Game Fund for last. I know Colosseum launched today, but I already saw it at Spiel last year. Because my roommate was the one demoing Colosseum. So he walked me through it. I think before opening hours or after opening hours, I don't recall. But now it has more finalized art, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna look at it. Yeah, it surprised me. I heard of Colosseum, so he taught me the game. You get the prototype next week. Ooh, nice. Roll modifier, special action. Yeah. You're on the page. Oh, nice. You made it. Good. Congrats. I will give you a shout out when we get there. So, okay, move this direction, that direction, attack. Sure. That red-green combination, it's not gonna work. So they removed yellow because, yeah, all the cubes are yellow. So they made that purple, but you still have green-red combination that doesn't work. And also if you have bad lighting, I guess that blue-purple might also mix up a bit. You have to head out to a game event. Have fun. Have fun. Okay, these miniatures. Oh, this looks better. There's a better difference between those. Looks interesting. Ooh, are you playing the new wingspan thingy by any chance? But say hi to Elizabeth. I haven't seen her since 2 years. I know she walks around at Spiel, but she's not always there. Oh no, it was at Gen Con that I saw her last year, I believe. I think so. You don't know if she brought any prototypes. Okay, I saw in the latest mail from Stonemeyer about the wingspan upgrades that they are working on that basically the design is done, but they're now doing the artwork for the new birds, the new wingspan expansion. So looking forward to that. And then I have to get the Dutch version for my son because he has every wingspan expansion and wingspan in Dutch, except for the nesting box. This looks interesting. How much is it? Print and play. Then you have to also do all the 3D printing. Ooh, that's a lot of work. Plus expansion, or get the base game for 55. Oh, that's doable. But it's only in the United States, people. So let's move on. Palette match. Le nouveau jeu d'adresse et de hasard. The new French skill game. Play anywhere, anytime. Please, where's all the English things? Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Palette match, French game skill. How do you play? Each player has 4 pucks of the same color, each with a different value. 1 to 4. One color can win each round. Each player rolls the die. The highest number starts. In case of a tie, roll again. Okay. The first player rolls a die and places it 4 to 5 meters away. Then throw their first puck. Each player takes turns. Then the player whose puck is farthest from the die plays again until all pucks have been thrown. In the next round, the players throw in order of their previous ranking. The closest player goes first, followed by the second closest, and so on. Only one color wins. Okay, the dice shows 6, and the winning pucks are 1, 2, and 3. So 6 times 6 is 3. Yeah. But if the pucks were 1 to 7, 7 is 6 plus 7. So if it's not the same, if you score the same number, you multiply. If you score a different number, you get the sum. And if you all are closest, you earn extra 20 first to reach 50. Yeah, it's just a weird way of playing Shoot the Bull. I sometimes wonder how people can start a Kickstarter page without having a complete entry on BGG. Don't they know that BGG exists? I have seen people, and some people were like, why aren't you on BGG? And they were like, yeah, we only see dungeon crawlers and those games on BGG. I'm like, maybe that's when a lot of Fantasy Flight and Simon games were in the top 100. And they were a game about ballet or something. I don't know. But yeah, you should have an entry there. At least before you start. Because you can put your Kickstarter link as one of your entries. Taifa and Crusader Kingdoms Deluxe. Well, beige is back. A lot of text. Well, could be worse. And then green is back. Crusader Kingdoms. Sure. Let's fight in Israel right now. To be fair, only this part is Israel. But then again, not the right time. I know the Crusades are something different, but it's a tough topic to do right now. Neoprene board, get everything. It's quite a lot of money. But how to play is click for the rulebook. And yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna complete the rulebook. Elsgard. Oh wait, it's completely in French. Oh, they have a use of AI. La consommation visuelle. Okay. AI means au revoir. So, that's my first French one. Beige never left, baby. Didn't they? Well, you had to tell the previous owner of the FLGS about BGG, Kickstarter, and the face magic cards have a black core. Okay. That's so weird if you have an FLGS and you never heard of BGG. I'm sorry, but then, well. No, you don't need to translate for me, Kim. I know French. Je parle un très petit peu de français. And yeah, Wim, that is... Why am I picking up this glass? We have these things right now. He sold FLGS shortly after that. Merci. Now I have to add a new tag to my stream. Not only Dutch and English, but yeah, I can do French. Discover the game. There's a lot of things in this game. It looks like a tower defense kind of game. Playtest video. Wait, you're showing a playtest video? Not on how to play video? Discover the way, the rulebook. Download the rulebook here. No, I don't do those things. Deliverance game, so it's definitely biblical theme. I've suspected as much. Discover the way could have been a Mandalorian type game, because this is the way. You got a My Ludo FF? No, I don't. No, I don't. Okay, let's continue onwards. Home plate, USA educational baseball board game. Okay, Master 1. A new way to implement sound in your RPG. Sure. Hide the body. The game is not about who done it, but can you hide the bodies? Ooh, dark. 3D printable dice Plingo box. Direct award, the game. The winner takes all cards for game. The winner takes all card game for public procurement nerds. See, sometimes even my English is worse. Here in French, he was calling him merit. Against a merit fish. It's different. Yeah, I can see that. NPC townsfolk. Well, not for townsfolk tussle, I guess. Vehicles for war. What the hell? Okay, let's skip that just because of the name. Tokyo after the... Oh, I was looking at the Tori. I was like, oh, that's a nice game. And then that came up. Okay, never mind. No more childhood. Oh, I'm feeling old already. Dungeon Base, a solo roguelike print and play game. Elemental Clash. Strategically clash and combine elements with over 2,800 unique fusion combinations in a single deck card battler game. Okay, that's a lot of words. We can skip all this. More poker games, but these don't look as special as the other ones that we looked at. Capybara zombies. Sure, we take an interesting creature and make it a zombie. Now it's a capybara. Now I'm just waiting for quokka. Quokka zombies. That needs to be a thing. French board game is a whole different world. I got berated for not knowing some games or only knowing the English titles. Well, you just have to say, let's see, a French designer. Oh man, the one who did King Domino. That's a French designer. Just say his name. forgot his name. This for your D&D. We're scrolling up fast now, by the way. We're just going right. Fate and Fathomless, STLs, RPG, 5th edition. Whenever you dare. Venite quando querer. It's a war game about 1539. Salute. Soldier's chest. Pay what you want. Give it to me for free. Old-time wrestling edition. Bruno Catala, that's the one. Yellow is a big publisher, true. Sorry, we are French. And Bruno Catala is definitely a French designer. That's the one person who did King Domino, and The Abyss is, I believe, from Bruno Catala. He did some nice work. Hachette might be French. I'm not sure if they're Canadian. They have a UK section, but I'm not sure if Hachette is Canadian or French. Okay, Blast Tactics, a bomb battling game. Oh, they made a game. Oh, this is Bomberman, the board game. Love it. Love it. Please don't use AI. This is just Bomberman, but the board game. Why is it one player? Oh, we'll see. Printer Rule, Trenches is just printer thing. Deep Sea Adventures is getting an expansion, also a Dutch one because they announced it today or yesterday. Hachette has a Canadian division, that could be possible. Clash of Clans that I have to look at because I have a son who plays it a lot on his phone. Okay, home plate. Where's the side menu? And then all text, a lot of text. Draw an at-bat game piece from the at-bat bag. Follow instructions printed on green or red. Place the game piece on the board, simulating a runner. Home Plate USA is the only baseball board game designed to teach the game, not using dice, charts, or trivia in the market today. Yeah? But how hard can baseball be? I know the rules. It's not that hard. Hide the body. The game, not about who done it, but can you hide the bodies? No, I cannot. More mayhem, expression, how to play. Let's do that. How do we hide a body? First, each player is a villain with a stack of bodies, 6 or 2. Supposed to hide your bodies in the open graves and then try to cover them by playing shedding cards. If you can empty your hand, you can close a grave and your bodies will rest in peace. Take too long and the inspector or the cadaver dog, the cat, the body dog, will discover the hiding place and discover your bodies. 5 minutes to learn, 5 to 10 minutes to play, and a lifetime of hilarious dark humor. Yeah, no. Okay, I have to take a short toilet break. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. It's sleepy time for you, Wim. Good night. Sleep tight. And I will see you at the Efteling. Or the next stream. Direct award. The game. Winner takes all card game. Uh-oh. In my preamble is generative. Bye. Next. Dungeon Page. A solo roguelike print and play game. Story. Wow, they got rid of the cat. Lurking, making fries. I would say making French fries, but they're proper Canadian, right? What you'll need for the game: a game sheet, a d6, and a pencil. Story. What you need. Not how to play, that's probably this fun, but yeah, I don't watch those videos, so bye. Elemental class. You're making poutine, so French Canadian. Yeah, I had poutine over at Harrogate, at Aircon. Both the times that I was there. The first time was better than the second time, at least, but I don't know, it was not for me. But maybe because, I don't know if it was actual. I can see why it should be good. I can totally see it, and if I would put those elements together, I think it would be good, but there might be that they did something wrong. Well, if I ever get to Quebec, yeah, I will try the poutine there. But if I'm ever coming to North America again, I will start in Vancouver, and that's not Quebec, right? I don't know the provinces of the states from Canada by hand. Squeaky cheese is hard for you? Yeah, squeaky cheese is fine. Today I made grilled cheese sandwiches. So if we make grilled cheese sandwiches, they're more like a croque monsieur. Basically just having cheese and meat in them. So I made ham, but instead of having our normal Gouda cheese that we use over here, sorry, I used brie, French brie, because that melts so nicely and adds some extra flavor. Normally I also put a little bit of honey and a walnut there, but I forgot to buy those, so that didn't happen. Still was a nice grilled cheese sandwich. Strategically clash and combine with all of the units. So you can combine these cards, 96 cards. Free with effort pledge, a mini expansion, and art print. How to play: pick a card. Power up with fusions. Want an edge? Place a fusion pair behind your clasher. One alpha card. Yes, usually a sacrifice, and one omega card, a benefit. Freeing bolt, play Senate fusion. Okay. Reveal and resolve fusions. And that's how you play and win the game. Not saying it's bad, but I'm not convinced either. Cousin Mofo. How to play. First, the rule book has no turn limit. Well, that's fine. You play until somebody wins. Being a siege, the Ottoman player has ample time to take up positions and launch attacks against the Spanish. So where is this happening right now? Okay. Key points, no. Depicts the desperate defense of a city with an absolute fortress which a handful of indomitable soldiers try to inflict. But the Ottoman means the Turkish side, and the other one is Spanish. So why are they fighting? Well, there is Greece, Yugoslavic area, and Italy in between. Well, sure, okay, how to play. Siege or assault round, okay. One will attack, the other will try to defend. Makes sense. And you can play it on Tabletopia if you want. You can try a demo for free. With limited features, of course. And like, hey, here you have the complete game for free. That makes no sense to do. Sometimes I genuinely like this type of game. One is sieging, the other one is defending. But I already have Stronghold 2nd edition and even Stronghold 2nd edition Undead. So I don't need it. To be fair, I haven't played it in a while because it's a beast to set up. But it's so good when you fight each other. And my son loves to be the attacker. No, I'll be the defender. Soldier's chess. What's the difference? Well, apparently the board is wider, you have more pawns, and it has a solitaire mode. What? 70 tokens. And add-ons. You can put trenches in the map. You can have a game map. Well, this is... Okay. It's not that expensive. Early backers 39. You can do print and play. That's too much work. But to be fair, this looks a little AI-ish, even though they don't mention it. Eddie Guerrero, limited edition. I never heard of Eddie Guerrero. It has a solo campaign, limited edition. Between a solo wrestler. We won't ever charge you any additional fees due to the... Okay, but it's US only. Anywhere in the world. Well, wrestling is not my kind of thing. This is the 4th one. All-time wrestling thing. Might be. Only 1,000 copies will ever be printed. So we have 896 to go. But yeah, wrestling is not my thing. So, Blast Tactics. Inspired by Bomb Battle Royale games. So basically, Dynablaster or Super Bomberman, but built for your tabletop. Why has nobody ever done this before? This looks so much like Dynablaster. Even the red edges, you get special bombs and everything. Remote detonate, card bomb, phase swift. It looks so obvious to do this. And even for prototype, this looks pretty good, pretty decent. Flip, tick, tock, boom. Flip all bombs of your player caller in arena. If any are star set up, they explode, affecting players, blocks, and items and other bombs. Chain reactions between bombs are possible. And then draw the ability card pool. Okay, cool. This surprises me because, oh, this sounds so cool. 27, and how much is it? 45, ships anywhere in the world in February. It's just a little bit too much, paying 29 euros. And it's a retailer pledge. The only thing I have, why didn't I have the proper Bomberman license? Meet the team. Are you coming to Spiel? Because that would be awesome. Oh yeah, how to play, flip, draw, refresh ability card pool, action, move, plant bombs, and power up. Spend your available actions to move your Blastroid like a rook in chess. Okay. Straight lines only. Yeah, but you can have multiple straight lines. Okay, this took me by surprise. And it's not funding yet, so yeah, because there's not enough promotion on it, but man, I love playing Bomberman. But then we get another big title, well, an actually big title, because they almost are at 100k, unless you lose in dollars, then they are there. It's the expansion for Deep Sea, Endeavor Deep Sea, Uncharted Waters. Spiel des Jahres, Kennis Spiel des Jahres, game to be a finalist. So yeah, I played it. When was it? I think it was end of April. Yeah, at Amsterdam weekend. Dave taught it to me, and I liked it a lot. I'm considering getting the Dutch version, so I can play it with my mother, even though it's pretty language independent. So get the deluxe version, or get the deluxe version with this one, or the deluxe upgrade kit. What's in the book? On new maps, new scenarios, new ocean boards, new tiles, Kickstarter exclusive things that I think will also come in the Dutch version, but they don't mention any languages. I think languages, PM, 5th player, what else? There will be more deep sea expansions. Ooh, that makes me always hesitant to get a Dutch version. If there will be more. But yeah, Endeavor Deep Sea is a good game. And then for my son, a tower defense game, which I don't like. But my son, I don't think he plays Clash of Clans a lot. But yeah, this is being made by Eric M. Lang and Ken Gruel. Mantis, Happy Salmon, and Life in Runeterra. Okay. But Eric did Life in Runeterra as well. So yeah. So they're creating this one. Gameplay summary: build your village, assemble your army, raid enemy bases, lead your clan to victory. Sounds simple enough. And with Eric Lang, I know it will probably be a good game. The problem is, if I look at pledge tiers, base game is already 85 bucks. And extra much this, then you get stretch goals for 10 more. Sure. Then we have the Fireball Flags, contains the collector's edition of the game, packed full of upgrade 3D components and all applicable stretch goals. And then so much armor, and now I'm like, dude, no, that's too much. It kind of feels like a Simon type thing. And I don't know how far the stretch goals are in. Alternative art tile. There's alternative art, and like that doesn't add something extra. Bonus dragon. I know. Yeah, I have mixed feelings on this one. Mainly because of the price point. It feels too miniature heavy. Like. And then again, it's tower defense, so it's not for me. So it might be something for my son. I'm not sure if he's in chat right now. But might be something for him. Science and engineering kits. No, unique dice, RPG maps, adaptable counters, rapid fire dice box. No, quartermaster, command your game. Nope. Dark Venture Battle of the Ancient second printing. Not sure what that is. Tournament of Towers, Stomp Stomp Dino and Safari Spaceship, sure. Pekin is simple but elegant deduction game. Merkborg is RPG, so we're skipping that. That's also RPG. Who's a good boy? The game where dogs can sin. Dogs can sin a lot. They have definitely a feeling for guilt. Your village people. Fast-paced party game of survival. Okay. Frogman reinforcements. STL files. Freaky fellas. No. Wonders Contacts board game. Forsworn, a ridiculous epic fantasy. See, come here. Crazy Cat Cafe, Cozy Cat Cafe, all the way at the top. Which means we're almost done with the Kickstarter. And then we have Icky Wars and Medieval Collapse. Okay, let's start with Icky Wars because that's open in this one. They play for keeps, will you? Yeah, it looks like Cozy Cat Cafe will be the last one for Kickstarter that we're looking at. Oh, yeah, let's go here first. Naked Wars are created by human artists from all over the world with So basically, Midjourney did it and no artists were used. Okay, Dark Venture Battle of the Ancients, second printing. Bota is fine art. Battle of the Ancients, okay. It has weird art add-ons. What is it? Ways to play, how to play. Thank you. The Orful, the Warped, Dragon, Bomek, the Alderkang. Yay. Okay, so you have different factions who can do different things on the board. It looks weird, it feels weird. So okay, should I remove, attack, do stuff? There's a lot going on in this one. There is a lot going on in this, but we're moving on to Tournament of Towers. Stomp Stomp Dino, and Safari Spaceship. So we have 3 games, none with AI. Tournament of Towers, so you have to build a tower and go every which way. Stomp Stomp Dino, make dino minis from clay. Oh, I hate it when a game has clay, because at some point the clay dries out, you have to buy new clay, and but avoid getting squished. I like the idea, but steal your opponent's matching cards, gather crew and passengers, counter with supercharge. All 3 games are like no for me. I can see Stomp Stomp Dino being a fun kids game, and the same with Tournament of Towers. The other one feels a little bit mean. Okay, faking, a simple but elegant social deduction game. We are so proud of the beautiful box and card art made by Joshi Grunter and Jisco. We are so proud. We use generative AI for the prototype art. It's still... You used AI. A new card game for 3 to 5 players. Who's a good boy? How does it work? Each player selects a dog card, a character card with a unique ability. Goblin, Grandma, Wiggles. Okay. Players draw action cards describing sins and good deeds their dogs can commit, with all points value. Each round, a trait is flipped. Players bid their actions to earn desirable traits. Yeah, nah. Sorry, Danshian. Your Village People. Fast-paced party game of survival. 3 to 12 players. If it's 3 to 12, I always assume that the higher player count is better. By the way, I'm out of coffee, so I can bring back this glass because I still have sparkling carbonated lemonade. Okay, what is your Village People? Are wicked folks from your hometown who use mystical powers. Ooh, okay. How do we play this game? Learn the cards and what they do. Don't worry, it's so easy, and even a 5th grader could do that. I don't know how old a 5th grader is on average. It's like 5th grade is not the same as 5th grade over here. So give everyone 4 cards and 3 lives. On your turn, pick or play a card. Be the last player standing. Okay. Sounds more like a normal Take That game. Kind of like Exploding Kittens and stuff like that. Premier's Contact? I don't know how to pronounce One Earth. Is it Premier's Contact board game? Nothing about AI. They have some French text, which I'm not gonna do, even though Kimmy likes me to hear me speak French. Let's do on how to play. Choice of a role: Agent, Alien. On a day, Alien's turn. Alien performs action, move up to 5. May play an equipment card. Agent turn, must move, may use an ability. If the alien has not been caught, move the day marker forward on the timeline. New day begins. The game ends immediately when the alien is caught or at the end of the last day. Alien wins if it's not caught or fulfilled its mission. Agents win if the alien is caught. Yeah, sounds simple enough. Inside the box we have a big map. Of course, a screen so you cannot see what the other person is doing. And if you are able, to be fair, not everybody can do that, have that orientation feel, but don't have your board, your hidden board in the same orientation as the main board, because then they can see where you're looking and guess what you're doing. Secret files, agent kits, basic sets, and detection arrays. Oh, that's kind of cool. It has something, but it's a player count that doesn't work for me personally. 2 to 5. Maybe. I thought it was 3 and up. And it has a solo mode for the Federation Piracy. Okay. Forsworn. Live to be a villain or die and die and die a hero. James, we're not over at Cozy Cat Cafe yet. The series. It looks more like an RPG-ish with just a book. Okay. Now we are here. So now we can say Kimmy loves cat games. And James says cats for the win. And it's funded already. Cozy Cat Cafe board game where you arrange your furniture, recruit cats, attract customers, and get that bonus. Why? For points. If this thing said I use AI, I would have been so mad at you both. Okay, how do we play this game? Because it does look cute. Watch out how to play few in under a minute. Well, that's fast. It's all about smart tile placement. Customers are only interested in your cafe if they meet their placement needs. More cats means more cat tricks, and these sneaky little furballs love to mess around with your opponent's plans. It's the perfect blend of strategy, mischief, and cozy chaos. Spend your cat cookies to lure adorable cats to your cafe. Place cats in the perfect spot. And more ambience means more points. Unleash your cat trick cards to pounce ahead in the game. It's so perfect. It looks freakishly cute. Nice neoprene mat, wooden tokens, metal coins. And then it has an expansion. It has mice because they're mousing around. Reward tier 60, and then with the other $100. That's a lot of money. Well, you can get even more. You can get your name on a customer card. You only have to double up the value. And signed prototype. No. And become a VIP. Get your first name and second name initial on one of the 2 customer. Yeah, I'm not that rich, so I'm not doing that. But it does look cute. I don't need t-shirts. I don't know why t-shirts is a thing. Why some campaigns have t-shirts. Pins, I get, but t-shirts. James is not backing it, but loving the theme. It looks cute, it looks great, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna back it, but it's definitely up there, possible pick of the week. Okay, game found time. I'm gonna open them all that we can. We ended up over here. It's a lot, but yeah, otherwise it will take us forever. So we have this one, Guest Chess, Astro Navigator, There Was a Scout, Dual Edition, Sinners, Arena Sports, and Gravity, Hand Painted Terrain, so we're not skipping that, Blast, Operation Paradox, We Played God, a survival miniatures game, and the new solo game of the month, Phil Ward, the Isofarian Guard, and Colosseum. Champions of Rokugan. Halls of Talador, Dwarven Modular Terrain, it's just terrain. Minerium GDR, I don't know what GDR is. Is it the same thing as RPG? And Spacecraft board game. That was more than 10, but now we can go through them all at once. Space Cubes, not funded yet. So on GameFound, they won't tell me if it. Oh! For the first prototype, we used AI after finalizing the finished game, however, is free of. I don't care. You still used AI. Sorry. But I'm glad they were honest about it, because you don't have to mention it on GameFound. So guess chess. How do you play guess chess? So basically I'm guessing which card is there, then I move that card and that card moves somewhere else, and the cards are out apparently. Okay, it's chess meets memory sort of thingy. Just guessing in memory. Takes less than a minute to learn. Yeah. Doesn't feel like a game for me. I can see why people would like it, but it's not for me. Astro Navigator's relaunch. Chart your course to the moon. Yeah, I believe I have seen this one before. So, Earth, star map. Oh, okay, how do you play again? To play 2 phase, 3 management, 2 action resolution phase, 1 action selection phase. Charting the heavens. So playing your actions in each round, resolve the actions, gather NK and RP, navigation knowledge and reputation points. Then the astronaut, race to the moon. Using your hard-earned NK, you will become an astronaut and race to the moon. There's a lot happening. I think you have to definitely scan ahead. Winches look fun as well. Again, it's slow to the start. So I don't know if it's missing something. There was a scout. Scoutmasters weave chilling tales by the campfire, print and play, and casual clean version. It's story time. Your story is the only thing between them. About the game, I'll show you a demo. Yeah. You can also make it a drinking game. I'm definitely not interested in drinking game. I'm interested in drinking because I'm thirsty as heck. Also feel a little bit like something in my yeah, I don't know the English names for all the body parts. Something stuck there. Yeah, I try to get it loose. It went past that, so if I might burp, that was it. Clean and clean. This is family friendly version. Okay. Nah. Sinners. A solo card game sees you battle evil priests mercenary. Ooh. AI usage. We do not use any AI for writing or design purposes. We're not gonna hide it. We use Midjourney. Yeah, then you're still out. I'm sorry. Regulus. High Fantasy Arena Sports. Wow, Nox Solar. That's a Dutch person. Seriously, they had just one quote. It's in there. This is from a Dutch company because normally Nox doesn't do anything. The Prince of Games. Treasure Keeper Games. The Yeah, that doesn't tell me anything from where the project is from. Dice Tower. Shipping estimates, right back now, creator. How to play, place levels. LSSV Duivelsei. I have no idea what that is, but yeah. Project story, how to play, what's in the box, the art, Portable Bros, that's also Dutch. I have a feeling that this is a Dutch company. Review. See, they're doing it in Dutch. Prototyping. Nothing that tells you how to play the game. And the art of Regulus is still. See, no AI, so that's good. But I don't know how to play this game, and I'm not watching a video. So yeah, I'm sorry. Buy Regulus. And Gravity, because that's what ants do. How to win is better than how to play, but need to know both really. Yeah, that's true. They have a how to play. Each turn, a player activates one or two ants. Each ant can move and use a weapon or equipment card to attack enemy ants or destroy. Boom. In a space, any ant that moves or hits a subject to grab to pull in that. Okay. Not that one. I knocked over a little bit of lemonade on my playmat. I am ordering a new one, but it's not here yet. Totally forgot I had this glass in front of me. Okay, it's all cleaned up because I was quick. I had a kitchen towel nearby. Indicated by the arrow token, so it will move there. And then it can destroy stuff. Get something, move, and destroy. Cool. Sounds kind of cute. Yay! It's cheaper in Europe than in the US. Europe for the wins. A bit worms means, hey, that's my fish with ants in space. Yeah, kind of. I have to try the Worms board game. Have you tried the Worms board game, James? Is it any good? Because it looks good. And it's only 49 euros for all in. So it's not that expensive either. And look at these miniatures, they are awesome. You get all in with all expansions, so all different terrain types. No, just a video game way back. Yeah, me too. Love this. So 2 to 4 players. If it had a solo mode, I would love to have tried it. Okay, Blast. Operation Paradox. This looks like one of those old shooter games that you had on the NES or the Super Nintendo. Or Plants vs. Zombies, apparently. One to 3 player, chibi style. I don't mind the chibi style. Basically, it's a shoot 'em up. You walk around, shoot everything. Cool. Let's talk openly about. Okay. It was made with the help of AI assistant tools, and yes, we are fully aware that's a hot topic. We are currently in a prototype phase. I don't care. Next. I know, I'm being very strict. We played God, but this looked more like an RPG because I see a book. It has some terrain, but I feel it's more like an RPG. See, you get a book and a PDF, that's it. See, it's RPG, okay. Red of Redemption, solo game of the month. Red of Redemption follows the journey of a corrupt medieval noble who decides to make amends towards the end of his life and challenges the player to answer what can make up a life full of violence and betrayal. Design mixes bag building with dice rolling placement and tight 50 minutes playtime. Gameplay. Roll a dice to determine which dice you will need to overcome. Draw redemption cards to build your bag of virtue tokens and determine abilities. I think it's an original theme. I'm not saying it's the best, but still have that baseball game somewhere. Something 7th inning stretch. I don't know where it is right now. Still need to play that one. And the artwork is fitting for the type of game that it is, so... The Isofarian card Phil Ward. There is more Isofarian cards, right? Yeah, if you go all in, yay, that's a lot of money. 550 bucks, you get everything. And everything new is about half of it. Yeah, I never got into it, but there is a lot. But we even have a main theme that's being sung. Okay, cool. I love these 3D animations. Then you move over here. At some point you will open up the board. Nope. Miniatures look cool. Not gonna lie. What's new in the expansion? No spoilers here. Okay. Story continues. Cousins meet your girl. Okay. My pledge now. How to play. Click to download the rulebook. Play rate. That's always nice if you have play rate. And you need a keyword to look up. That's amazing. So yeah, I think it's kind of like a bit adventure, boss battler kind of thing. I'm not entirely sure. Then we have Colosseum. I promised a shout out to shout out board game. Yeah. Did I type it correctly? Because no. Board Games James. Only capitals. Okay. Board Games. Yeah, but first we have to find Board Games James. So we're gonna find. Where's Board Games James? We have Tom Vessel. Not Gladiator. GG member. Always cool. Calendar. Venture this. There we have Board Games James. Now hopefully this works. But no video is being loaded. Okay. That's too bad. Board Games James, why can I not find a video from you? It's been ages since I used that pop-up. That's unboxing video tutorial. Cool. It's by Fantasia Games, and they gave me a review copy for Unconscious Mind, which review I just don't seem to have time to do reviews, so I have vacation plans by the end of July, and I'm gonna record so many reviews and everything. So I'm so behind. And basically, you have to race around the board, but get favor to the Emperor at some point. So there are 2 areas that you have to stop 2 times, and you have to do it before you run out of your cards. If you run out of your cards, you're out. So yeah, people, you can be blocked and everything. It's a nice mechanism. I didn't play with new spectacles and such, but yeah. There's much more on it, but it's still not convoluted, so yeah. Unboxing the prototype by Epic. That's not a normal name. And tutorial and playthrough by Board Gaming Rules. So cool. Does it have a solo mode? By the way? Yeah, it does. Would have loved to do the solo mode. By GameFound. Yeah. You have an option to receive up to 4 free collectible Metal Gladiators helmet if you have followed the campaign. I did. Alternatively, helmet is also available as an add-on. I don't need the helmet, but sure. Get your game almost first. Yeah. So shipping list. UK, Poland, Europe, Zone 1. Because basically they're Polish. There's a lot of board game production is being done in Poland. We cannot ship to basically every country that's currently in war. Or Middle Eastern countries. There are some rules to that, yeah. Tariffs issue. We have to pay our own VAT, not VAT. Metal helmet, follow gift, soundtrack, deluxe metal coins. Yep. So yeah, what are the awards? Senator, Gladiator, Mercury, and Emperor. Everything, or in just 24.60 per month. And Colosseum is a good game. I can recommend it. Champions of Rokugan. Look at that weird dragon. And daily reveals, stretch goals, also always nice. Champion pledge, 199.99. 2-box pledge will allow you to experience many varied adventures. Okay, add-ons, more dice tray, Shadowlands dice tray, sure. Gameplay overview, click to load the rulebook. They're doing rulebooks, people. Yeah, you can go in adventure, investigate, battle, and battle a dragon. A weird spiral dragon, which looks very hard to paint, to be honest. And the artwork does look pretty. Oh. We're almost done. The sculpts are 100% done, so they're doing that. It's just the layout and proofreading for the final files and everything. It's almost done, so that's cool. Netherlands. Well, okay. Add another 25 to 28 euros. Sure. Yeah. Mesopotamia is coming. That's an old game. Then we have My Name GDR, which is completely in Italian. Even though it has something on the side. If I go to stretch goals, it's still next to unlock. It's like that game found won't translate itself. Sure. Spacecraft, limited edition. This is from Grana Games? Yeah, apparently. We have a review by the Dice Tower. Okay. Rado. I see less Rado lately. Don't know how that comes. Standard edition, limited edition with all good stuff. Friend bundle, so you get it twice. Stretch goals. And not on how to play. I'm missing on how to play. Yeah, there are videos, but you know, I don't do videos. Okay, I have to do something because it still says check out Board Games James because the video never ended because it never loaded. So is that something that yeah, now it's gone. I had to figure out where it was because I never used it. It's been a while. Pick of the week. Ooh. Oh, that's gonna be tough. Colosseum, very good game. Really liked it. And it looks very good. Cozy Cat Cafe looks very cute. Feels a little bit pricey for what it is, but it still looks like a very good game. Clash of Clans, very miniature heavy, but still looks like a good copy of the the tower defense app. Endeavor Deep Sea, really like the original. It's getting its first expansion. There are more planned, so yeah, very interested in that one. And totally got surprised by Blast Tactics, the Bomberman type game. Sadly, that won't make it, I think. Because when did they start? Well, yesterday, or basically today. But yeah, they need to make more progression. They are fairly new, right? It's 3 created. What else did they do? Train Heist and Crash Kart. The tabletop kart racer, so it's not their first rodeo, but I have a feeling that this one won't make it, even though I like what they're doing. So my pick of the week will be Colosseum. So yeah, that's our pick of the week. I already know the gameplay. I know it's solid, it's fun, and I really enjoyed it. That means that the only thing left to do now is to raid. And I see that Bonsonator is still alive, and when did I ever have a chance to raid into Bonsonator? So oh man, I had too much carbonated stuff. I feel everything locked up like a big burp is right there. Before I start the raid, no stream for the rest of the week. There will be no stream. I have to pack for a company retreat, so I don't have the time to do a stream on Thursday. I will be back next week. I might start a little bit later because I also have game night at the office every last Tuesday of the month. So there's that as well. And yeah, the rest for the schedule for last week I haven't figured out yet. In July, I will start something similar like Coffee and Crowdfunding, but then I will look at what's being released at Gen Con. So we're building up a Gen Con list, doing a 2-hour-ish stream and see how far we get. I don't know which day that will be though. Might be the Wednesday, might be the Monday, not entirely sure yet. So for now, I will start the raid for Bansinator. Say hello to Bans if you're not already there. And I will be back next week. Bye.